Today's May 10th? No. It is? It is my sister's birthday.
Is you? Yeah, me too.
That's Tay. Hey, Tay.
He's a mom.
Oh, is that nigga say? Hey, Huff.
Hi.
Hey, Hub.
I'll let you home.
Where's my phone at? Somebody told me about the video. Where I put my phone at? Oh, it's right there. Goofy.
I gotta take a picture of the.
What's that? It actually came out 2 days ago during practice. There was football players. I want you to think about this. All right? As a human being first, okay? His personal life has nothing to do with this school or the students within this school.
That's why it's not my.
Make sense? Nothing to do with it. And unfortunately, he'll probably, he probably definitely can't come back and work here. You know, because people will ridiculous him. Because people love to kick people when they're down. Right? I don't think you should be embarrassed of it. It would be something that I would do, but I'm a straight heterosexual man, you know? I don't look at another guy's hairy ass. Yeah, baby. Yeah, it doesn't work for me. Does that make sense?
Yes.
No, I'm not gonna watch it.
Exactly. I don't understand why people watch it.
But there's nothing wrong with it. Even if you argue from a religious standpoint, right? If we take the 87% of this country, relatively high, identify with the Judeo-Christian beliefs. And if you do, then you follow the teachings of Christ. And when Christ walked the planet, the New Testament, he didn't say a word about homosexuality. He never said anything about it. But he did say, love your God with all your heart, mind, and soul, and love your neighbor as you love your God. So that takes away your judgment. You don't get to pass judgment on people. You don't. It's not yours to be had. I hate how religions stand up. They say, well, in the Old Testament, it says man should not labor for another man. This is a sin. You know, they're quoting Leviticus. But it also says that about tattoos. It also says that about shellfish. You know, I mean, you can't pick and choose your sins. Make sense? I mean, you can't go, oh, you're gay, you're going to hell, yet you're eating a plate of shrimp. Because that's according to Leviticus. And you got tattoos up and down one arm. Because you sin. God doesn't have sins that are like misdemeanors. He doesn't have sins that are felonies.
Sins are just sins.
Make sense? One's not worse than the other. And I applaud even a new Christian movement, all right? Hey, except everybody comes to the door. It doesn't really matter. It's not for you to judge. You know, I don't care if 2 men or 2 women came to church and they sat close to each other, they held hands and kissed. Who am I or who are you to judge? Not yours. Period. Your only requirement is to love them with all your heart, mind, and soul. Make sense? So, a lot of times when we see that, a lot of times that people start to use that religion base, but they don't have a right, they don't have a right to stand on. You know, I'm a Christian man. And I grew up in church. I haven't been to church in several years. That's because of my divorce. You know, I really had a falling out with God. I'm really pissed off at him. You know, and I'm more pissed off at him. It wasn't just my fault. Makes sense? But I my heart bleeds for him. He's a good dude. He's an absolutely good dude. His sexual preference and what he did with his personal life is none of my business. It's of the school business. Unfortunately, I feel he'll lose his job over it. You know, they'll claim that there's no way you can come back to work because all the kids have seen it. You know, and it creates a disruptive place. And I think that's a failure of society because we can't somehow learn and become accepted. You know, we can't get past that. You know, the other schools are bashing us, right? Oh, look, the teachers out there are so freaking poor. They're doing gay porn. Come on, man. He's a good dude. He's a really, really good guy. You know? So I reserve criticism. I believe in karma. I'm a huge believer in karma. It's affected me. I went to a gas station one time and I got $17 worth of gas. And I gave them a $20 bill. And I should have got $3 back in change. But instead they gave me $17 back in change. They confused the two. And I noticed it as soon as I saw it. And I just like, you know what, I just took the money and I put it in my pocket. Which is stealing, you know. I knew it, but I figured, you know what's their mistake? It's not my job to be a cashier. Put the money in my pocket and walked out the damn door. 5 minutes later I got pulled over for a $90 speeding ticket. Karma's a bitch. Right? I was in my 20s then. You know, I've never done that since. You know, even when I purchase stuff, I'm like, oh, it's not right. If you miss something, I make sure that it's even fair. Even if it's not advantage. You know, it's not right. It is stealing. You know, and I think the worst characteristics you have as an individual is a liar, a cheat, and a thief. There's nothing in society that we hate more than persons of one of those generations. People are liars. You know, I don't know even if the lies are harmless. Like, for example, some people have really low self-esteem, you know? So when they're hanging out with a group of people, right, they want to somehow make themselves feel like some other level. They just worry about themselves. Well, I did this, or I accomplished this, you know? Or like, you know, a bunch of guys turn around, oh, I'm dating this girl at so-and-so school, you know? There's no way you can do it, you know? And you know for a fact they're lucky, you know? Make sense? I like the statement. I like the statements. Whether you hate me, find me disgusting for who I actually am. There's something to have a healthy life for you to direct on. I'm not perfect human being. Who is a perfect human being? You need to perfect human. It's like I said yesterday. What, you never picked your own damn nose? Shut up. You've freaking been knuckle deep going through a freaking crusty up there. On more than one occasion. Right? You ain't perfect. That's every single person who faces. You can't say I've never. Look at yesterday. I never picked my nose. Bull crap. If it's a crusty, it's something you can do. You're not going for it. If you ain't got a Q-tip available, what else are you supposed to use? God gave you. You know? And you look at it, and you throw it around. Sometimes you pop it in your mouth, sometimes you throw it out the door. It's your booger. I wouldn't eat yours. Makes sense? Right? There's two things you can never deny. Never deny number one, you never pick your own. And to make even things matter worse, I was hanging out with them for roughly about 40-45 minutes during the 5th hour of prep before I went on the football field, and people were talking about it. What's going on? When the coaches told me, you know. And I was like, I was just hanging out with them, you know. It's sad. And then there's plenty of stories across the United States of that. There's a girl in California, she was a middle school teacher, that while she was going to college, she started like taking, I don't know, 5 or 6 porn videos. You know, they're readily accessible on the internet, you know, and bam, she lost her job over it. You know, their saying was, look, what you do in your personal life is none of our business, but when kids are pulling this up and watching it, it takes away your authority in the classroom. Nobody has any respect for you. Well, respect is earned. It's like I told you at the beginning of the year. You know, I said, you know, when I had it on the board and stuff like that, like, I'll earn your respect. You don't have to get, you can respect the position, you can respect you can respect the teacher part of how far you want, but until you get to know me, you see that I treat you fairly, you don't have respect for Huff. Makes sense? Person. But hopefully I've earned it this year. Most of my classes I have a few kids that have no respect for me whatsoever. They don't respect the position, they don't respect me as a person. They don't. And every bit of their action shows it to me. You know? But is that my character in it, or is it theirs? You know? Because then I kind of find out they don't have respect for anything. You know? Nothing. You know? Absolutely nothing. You know? So, things to consider. Things to think about. You're growing up now. You guys are a couple years up and walking into the real world. What do you want the world to be like? You know? More or less, how are you going to shape the world? This is not, world is not a spectator sport. It's a participation sport. Certainly there's a lot of people around the world that make no spectators. You know, they just live their lives. Right? Makes sense? But that doesn't make the world a better place. And every single one of you has a unique gift, believe it or not, that nobody else in the world possesses. And if you don't utilize that gift, you've sacrificed it. You've denied the world something you desperately have. So that is right there. It's hidden. It's there. Oh, I got it. It's stated up there now. Right here. On the bottom of it, talks about you have a God-given gift, and not give your gift to sacrifice your gift.
No. You know who Greek on it is?